So how does it look? Oh, I'm looking real ratchety these days. Holy moly. Ooh, don't mind my big old pores. Oh my gosh. And guys, no foundation, no cover up. Because you can't wear stuff like that in 120-degree heat. So, yeah, don't even, like, it's not even a thought out here. So the best we can do is make do with what skin we have. But yeah, hello, welcome back. I have not been on here in a hot minute, and excuse me. And so I figured, I know that it's really late, but I'll tell you why it's really late. But this is going to be a May favorites video. So welcome to my May favorites. And here's why it's so late, you guys. We just moved into a new house. So I figured it was better late than never, but let's do a May favorites, you guys. So I'm gonna just dive right into this, and you tell me if there's anything on this you would like to know more about. But we're gonna dive right in, and we're gonna start with a May favorites on food-wise. And my friend actually gave me some of these as well, but before she had actually sent them to me, I am hooked. Like, seriously hooked. And I am one of those kind of people who absolutely loves very, very spicy food. Like, very spicy. Like habanero peppers, ghost peppers, spicy. I love food that kicks my butt. So, when it comes down to lunchtime and whatnot, I kind of have to tame things down a bit. And so, this isn't really the favorites part. But you gotta have these to go with the favorite. So these are your soft taco style whole wheat tortillas, and there's a reason why you need the whole wheat ones, and it's not because it's healthier, it's just for the taste. And so for the taste of these goes with, and I'm not even kidding you guys, you're gonna flip. This is called albacore tuna with jalapenos and olive oil. OMG, I'm not even joking with you. This is some of the best stuff, like, oh my God. Oh my God. So I take this and I mix this up, usually with a little bit of mayo. You rip this up, because it's gotta be a very little, because there's already olive oil in this, so you don't want it to be too saturated. But you add just a tiny bit of mayo for flavor. You toss this together, add a little bit of pepper to it. I know it's already got jalapeno in it, but still, add a little bit of pepper to it, and then I always end up cutting up red bell peppers and green bell peppers. Don't ask, they taste the same, but you cut them both up together for the color. And then you mix that all together with this, and you put it inside of a wrap, which is where these little bad boys come into play. So you add this with some red bell pepper, and you have lunch straight out of heaven. Now, let's jump right into a home favorites. And I want to jump into this home favorites because I'm almost out of it. Like, I need to go buy more of this. So the month of May, because we were moving and a lot of stuff was getting shifted around and a lot of things were kind of, ooh, there was some smells, let's just say, as things were being unloaded and moved and whatnot and packed up and thrown away. So through the month of May, I just killed this pack. Now, these up here, which is the vanilla passion fruit, definitely weren't my favorite. I probably won't buy that type again. I'm gonna stick with just the Hawaiian Breeze. Now, I'm down to literally, I kid you not, one last cube. Usually you can like pour the wax back into here so you can try a different scent. But they're definitely not holding much of a scent anymore. So I have one last actual cube, fresh, brand new cube left in here. And as you can tell, this poor pack is beaten up. Absolutely love the smell of Hawaiian Breeze. It is, I don't know what it is about it. It just makes it feel very summertime. You think of being out on the island, you think of just relaxing. And so while we were doing our packing and stuff for our move, I always had these inside the Scentsy. And there was a big reason for that. I wanted to feel relaxed. I wanted to feel at ease. I wanted to feel calm while we did all the packing. Because packing can get stressful, am I right? Another thing, another purchase that I made that I started really getting a chance to use and really utilize it throughout the month of May is my new Canon G7X for our vlogging channel. Now we do a daily vlog channel over on the channel Life with the J's, so if you have not checked that out, go check that out if you're interested in daily vlogs. If not, don't worry about it. So out here we have really weird summertime winds. Like we get really disgusting high winds between the months of May and all the way through probably the end of July. We get these really ridiculously high winds. And so in this nice little beautiful camera here is, and this is the G7X, and it has the flip up screen, which is a great feature. Can be an annoyance at times, but is a great feature. This has a built-in wind guard, like a windscreen, but for added windscreen protection, and it is actually a must, you get these little doohickeys here. And these little guys here are like, they're little fuzzy things. They are what, if you buy it for a bigger camera, they're called a dead cat, which I think is a horrible name, but it's literally like a miniature dead cat that covers your microphone, and when the wind gets really strong, this takes the brunt of all that wind and it leaves all your audio nice and clear. You do get a little bit of wind sound in there, but it's not that horrible sound that drowns you out when you're speaking. And I love that it has this big wide angled, like a wide lens. So you pick up more of your surrounding area so it doesn't look like you're just filming right in your own face. And so with someone who's tiny like me with short arms, this definitely makes for a really good camera. It is a bit heavy though. All right, so now let's get into beauty favorites. Okay, so I'm not all that. You know what I mean? Like, I am in my 30s, I'm a mother with teenagers, and I'm just now learning how to take care of my skin and my hair and my body and stuff like that as I'm able to focus more on myself as an individual. So let's jump right in, and we're gonna start with hair care. My hair, of course, right now looks ratchety. It is right now in like a beach form because we've been swimming for the past couple of days. It is 120 degrees in heat out here. So we spend a lot of time outdoors at the river because we have the gorgeous Colorado River running right through our area. It divides our little tri-state area. And so we spend lots of time out on the water, and of course, in doing so, you get very beach-styled hair, which this is hair that was let dry out of the shower, and I left it alone. So normally what I would do on any given day, and in the month of May I did this quite often, and this is my brand new bottle, is from When Hair Care by Chaz Dean. Hashtag not sponsored, you guys. This is the Sweet Almond Mint Anti-Frizz Styling Cream. Now, I use a lot of heat on my hair, and that's because my hair likes to go poof. And it requires drying it when you get out of the shower. This here has a mousse in it to allow it not to frizz all crazy and go into afro mode. But usually what I would do is I go ahead and I shower and I clean my hair really good, and then I get out and I put the When Hair Care Anti-Frizz styling gel or styling cream. I massage this into my hair really, really well, making sure to work it all the way into the tips. And then I'll go ahead, after I've got it all in there, I let the hair rest for about 10 minutes, and then I take and I use my hair dryer to dry the hair before I take a straightener through it or a curler, depending on which way I'm doing my hair. And so the month of May, this got used a lot because my hair was having like frizz mania attack. So this is an absolute favorite, and I will continue to purchase this repeatedly because it's worth it. And then my next favorite, I'm really big about not wearing foundation or concealers, because if you live out where I live, we live, like I said, our temperatures range between 80 to 130 degrees. So you kind of range in there. Our winter months are literally like less than 3 weeks, and we get maybe as low as 50s during that time. So we don't really ever have weather that would be permittable to wear really like heavy type makeup. So I don't go for cover-up stuff. So because of that, you really have to take care of your skin out here to allow yourself not to have big blemishes or big marks or spots everywhere. And one of the big things that I do, and I do this, I know that this says only to do this maybe 2 to 3 times a week, but I do this probably about 5 days out of the week, usually at night. I wash my face really good with soap and water, and then I do a Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay mask. I use this a lot, and I have had this now for quite a while, and I've even had it in another favorites video before. And I bought this, I'm not even kidding with you, this thing is still full, and you literally, and this is how I was going to show you guys the comparison. To put a mask on, it literally only requires a little soda cap. So the soda cap, I scoop 1 scoop of soda cap of this stuff, and then literally the same amount of this soda cap of apple cider vinegar. Does this smell good? Oh, no. When you put it on your face, it definitely will make you gag it a couple of times. And especially if you're not a big fan of the way vinegar smells. But I'm going to tell you that when this goes on your face, it literally, it's not even kidding, it says feel your face pulsating. You will feel your face pulsating with this stuff. When you put it on and as it starts to dry, you will feel your face literally pulsate. And I've noticed too that when you do this, it pulls all the blackheads out because it's actually contracting all of your pores and it shrinks everything down. And then of course, when you rinse everything off and you do a good splash of cold water, everything looks very clear and clean. And so through the month of May, for quite longer than that, I've been using this probably about 5 days out of the week. I try to give my skin a rest a couple of days in between. So I'd probably do about 3 days straight of this, do a day of rest, and about 2 more days, and then a day of rest. Because this, when you first do it, does leave your skin very red when it's first done. And within the hour, it will tame back down and you won't be all reddened like that. But it does make you look like you have a sunburn for the first hour after using it. It's not tender though, I'll tell you that. So with that, for skincare, and I'm really actually very sad because these are being discontinued, so I need to go order some more. But I've included this in my favorites before, and that would be the Zoella. This one is the Candy Cream Softening Body Lotion. And I know this is a body lotion, however, we live in the hot, dry desert. And so out here, this has been amazing to put on my skin, on my face, after I do the healing clay. So you do your healing clay and you get that all cleaned up, and I wait. I don't put this on right away. I wait until all the redness is tamed down, and then I go ahead and I take about a quarter size amount of this in the palm of my hand, and then I use that and distribute it all over my face and in my neck, all through my chest area. And I put this on, and of course I use this for all my body, like my whole body, because one, it is extremely nourishing. So I'm gonna have to go buy some more of this because it's gonna be discontinued, and I'm probably gonna have to go on and buy like 10 of these because I'm really bummed that this is not gonna be available anymore, because this has been the very first one of lotion that I've ever found that actually nourishes, like makes my skin feel like it's drinking up water. Like it's just absorbing it in, and it's like quenching the thirst. I do have her other very first one that she ever made from her original brand, or her original line. It's definitely not as nourishing as this one. Like this one is absolutely amazing. And so I'm a little bit sad to see it go. So I'm going to get a whole bunch of these. So yeah, and you can get these from Feel Unique, by the way, guys, which is great because that's a great place to go get stuff like that. Now, my beauty favorite this month, and it's actually been a beauty favorite previously, but it's something I ended up reordering in the month of May for Mother's Day, and that is the Rockstar 24/7 Glide On Eyeliner by Urban Decay. And yes, I will say this is my absolute favorite, probably the only eyeliner I will ever use again in my entire life when it comes to my waterline, and that will be this. And it, like I said, this is the Rockstar by Urban Decay. And yeah, I mean, this is now my second full-size pencil that I have gone through. My first one, I killed that thing in like 3 months because I wear it on the daily because, you know, it's a must-do. And of course, this is one, it's gonna really make me seem very old, but it is a scent, it's a scent that I absolutely love, and it just makes me feel very woman-like when I wear it. And that is the, it says, if you like Giorgio, you'll love Primo. And this, of course, is a body spray. If that will focus. Focus, there we go. This is a body spray. And they do, like, whew, these are very small little cans, but they last forever, by the way. And, I mean, this is what I've been wearing now all of, like, I think April and May, because I went and saw my aunt and I was just like, you always smell so dang good. What is that? Because it reminded me of something from when we were younger, and I know she's been wearing that same thing for forever. And so I was like, what is it? And so she showed me what it was, and I couldn't help it. I was like, I have to buy some of that. And so I've kind of switched gears. I used to be completely in love with Elizabeth Taylor's White Diamonds. Absolutely love Elizabeth Taylor's White Diamonds. But right now, I'm totally rocking out Primo, and I think it's an amazing scent. And of course, like I said, Giorgio perfume is extremely expensive. I would never be able to afford a bottle of Giorgio. So Primo is kind of a knockoff version of it, and it is such a good scent. It is... oh, I don't know. It's just, I like it a lot. And I like smelling like that. So let's jump into my television favorite for the month of May. And can we all just agree? Can we all just say, thank goodness Game of Thrones is back on? Hello, Game of Thrones. I am loving season 6. Like, what? So if you are not a Game of Thrones fan, I'm so sorry for you. Game of Thrones is amazing. If you've read the books, then you are absolutely my best friend, because hello, the books are amazing. And if you've already read the books, then you kind of know what's coming, you kind of know what to expect, but then again, the producer of the show really knows how to jab you one in the heart here and there. The writer really gets you here and there. Absolutely in love with season 6. Cannot miss an episode, and if I have to miss an episode, I have HBO Go so that I can go ahead and catch it later on and not have to wait for it to come back around. So yeah, Game of Thrones, that is absolutely something. I'm killing it, and some nights I actually go and rewatch the episodes just because I can't get enough of waiting for the next week. Sunday needs to hurry up because I need to see what's happening next. And then I'm going to bring in my music favorite for the month of May. Oh, it's hard to say this because we're halfway through the month now of June, and my heart breaks because the young lady whose album I've been rocking to and just loving and enjoying was murdered on the 11th. And that is Christina Grimmie. And if you don't know who she is, you really need to check her out. But she had an album that she released last month, and it is called Side A. And it is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Each of the lyrics, each of the moments in there have such deep meaning. And each of the songs, there's 4 songs on the album, and they're called Snow White, Anybody's You, Deception, and Without Him. And she is a young, amazing Christian girl, and she was 22 years old. And if you don't know who she is, you need to go check out her channel. It's under Zelda X Love 64, Christina Grimmie, and I will actually leave that linked below. Like I said, she was on the 11th. On the 10th, she was murdered by a deranged, what they're calling a deranged fan. I would not say he was a fan. He appeared like he was a fan. He was in the line to meet and greet with her, just like all the rest of the kids were there to do a meet and greet after her concert. And she opened her arms up to hug him as he was the next one in line, and he shot her 3 times. Her brother Marcus Grimmie, Mark, was the hero that night, as the shooter had 2 guns on him, and 2 extra clips of ammunition and a hunting knife. So I'm pretty sure his intentions weren't just to harm her, but anyone that was closely within the vicinity. And Marcus stopped any further death from happening, unable to save Christina in the process. But as sad as that news is, I'm still gonna always enjoy her music. I'm gonna always share it. And I think you guys should check it out. Definitely check her out. I know that a lot of people are gonna say, well, it's not quite my genre of music, and that's okay. She does a lot of, I guess you'd say her music's a more Christian styled music, and I absolutely love that about her. That's kind of what drew me to her in the beginning in 2009 was she's so young and so talented and taken too soon now. But that's what drew me to her, was how talented she was. And the voice was something I said, she's gonna be one of those people that's gonna have a voice that's up there with Mariah and Whitney and Aretha Franklin and all those really big names in women in music. She definitely fits into that category. So you guys should definitely go check out Christina Grimmie. Like I said, it'll be down in the bottom. I will have in the description box. Zelda X Love 64 / Christina Grimmie. And that would be everything for the month of May. And we'll end that on a little bit of a higher note. And we are going to say this has been an amazing, amazing month. We got out of an old place that we could do nothing with, and we moved into our own place. This is mine, and boy, does that feel good to say that. This is my house, and I am very happy about that. So if you guys would like any information about any of the products that I showed you today, go ahead and ask them down in the comments section below. Let me know what your favorite was for this video. And you guys, I want to say thank you. If you liked it, you know what to do. Give it that thumbs up. And if you're new and you like what we're doing on this channel, or what I'm doing on this channel, click that little subscribe button. I think it's now down somewhere over there. And we will talk to you all again later. Bye. Oh. Whoa, why are you recording again?